sure that you are, because most of you that watch me also watch this particular creature on screen that is known around the world as Smash JT. He just had the weirdest interview that I think I've ever seen him have. And that was with this man. Sungrand Studios. Gerald from Sungrand Studios. Yellow Flash says, I want the OLED. Bro, I have the OLED. Get it. Seriously, it is worth it. So people messaged this to me, and I gotta tell you, I had zero interest. But people kept messaging, like, you guys keep messaging me these videos when Smash does these, or not even just Smash, but whatever. I know there's another YouTuber that's making videos right now. I think Cassie reacted to that YouTuber talking about Sungrand Studios. Like, I don't care. But you guys kept sending me this video, and you kept telling me about the stream. So I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm not going to look at it. During Griffcast because I'm too busy having fun playing Expedition 33. But I will look at it here for the next 20 to 30 minutes. So, Smash JT interviewed Sungrand Studios. I don't know if Smash JT planned this. I gotta imagine he kind of did because he obviously sent him the link. But he probably sent him the link not realizing whether or not he was going to show up or not, because Smash JT has a tendency to just do that. He'll throw out links and be like, hey, bro, in case you want to join. And you know what I mean? It's kind of like up in the air. So maybe he didn't plan it. So regardless, it happened. And Sungrand is here. And Smash JT is interviewing him in a bathrobe because he jumped in a pool because people gave him $3,000 that night. So good for him. But this is just very weird, right? This is like, so on the left, we have somebody who called the person on the right a pathological liar. And they're both on screen right now smiling to each other. So this is very strange. This is very strange. So we're going to watch a little bit of this stream and we're going to see what exactly happened here, because I have not watched this yet. I've only been told about it. I watched 30 seconds of it and I turned it off last night. And I figured let's watch it today. So here we go. Volume's going up and go.
Hey, Jeff. Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. This is quite the honor and the surprise.
Don't say it's an honor. I mean, I'm not. I'm just a dude, but we've never actually done this before, so this is pretty cool. This is fun.
Yeah. No, this is. I want to say it's an honor because it's someone that I have been watching for a long time now, and someone who I've always wanted to speak to.
I don't want to sound like a stalker, but I've been watching you longer than you've been watching me.
Oh, really?
Fucking weird. Weird.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I've been watching you ever since Asmongold started covering you with the PlayStation stuff.
Yeah, I was watching you before that.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I don't comment often, so.
Okay. Well,
but it would have been on.
You can cut the awkwardness with like a plastic knife. Seriously. I can feel Smash JT dancing. Like, I can feel him dancing around eggshells right now. This man is probably like, oh man, let me be careful with what I say. I don't want this thing to explode right now.
My personal account.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So now with the pleasantries out of the way, let's get to it, because I know a lot of people have
really quick. Yellow Flash for the 50, only because it's about his book. He says, hail, check out the Golden Patriot. Guys, Yellow Flash just released his comic book, The Golden Patriot. If you guys are looking to check out some indie comics, this man just created his own comic. Consider checking it out. Yellow Flash, I don't know if you can. You know what? Hold on. Where the fuck is... God damn it. I don't know if I can mod you from this extension that I have. Mods, if you can please go find Yellow Flash's link to his comic book and drop it in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. Congratulations, Yellow Flash, again, on the release of your comic book. That's fucking legendary. Sonia's going to get the link right now. So, Sonia, drop the link for Yellow Flash's comic book. And if you guys are looking for indie comics, consider checking out Yellow Flash's book. If you like what you see, you already know what to do. All right, let's keep going.
A lot of questions and a lot of frustrations right now.
Yeah.
And by the way, myself included. So I'm gonna be grilling you, but I'll be very polite about it, of course, because I'm very
yeah. Well, you should say what you want to say without feeling that you need to censor anything.
right.
So,
And that's that's why I respect you. That's the way it should be. And I would hope and expect the same from you, by the way, or anyone that I talk to say, hey, this is why I feel the way I do about you. So, but why don't you tell people like what's going on in the situation, just to fill them in with it?
Yeah. So, and this is something that I mentioned to you a little while back, and I asked you to keep it just between us, and you did, and I really appreciate that. I really respect that. But this is a decision that I have been processing the best way to make over the past few months, and I decided I needed to step forward with it. So, I mean, basically, the end result of my actions this month, April, was that I made people angry at me. People are really upset. They're confused. So there's many different things that contributed to my decisions this month. You've seen my speech videos. You know my absolute priority is to fight for gamers. I want to make sure that voices are heard, that the industry stops treating gamers like they don't matter, like the industry can do whatever it wants, like it insult gamers. And one thing that I'm very careful that I don't say anything that will lock me out of being able to make a situation better. So I never speak names, especially, but I will now.
Bro, what is with what is with people having main character energy, bro? Like, I have never once, bro, will be out here be like, I am your voice. I am your voice, gamers. I will tank for you. I just never, it's like, bro, okay, so I talk about what I want to talk about. If people connect with that, great. If they don't, great, whatever. But like this main character energy that's going around lately, because he's not the only one that does this. There's a lot of people that are doing it. You got fucking JDA with the main character energy, gamers. You got George Torch out here, gamers, you know? Gerald's like, I speak for gamers. Like, fucking Grums is like, I'm tanking for you, gamers. Like, dude, what is with this main character fucking energy, bro? What is happening? You guys watch more anime than I probably do. You guys are having like inner fucking light Yagami dialogues right now. What is happening?
Since I'm going to be fully transparent with everyone here, but seeing people like Kim Belair and other people, these are the only people that are speaking in the industry. These are the only people present in the industry guiding these companies. And it is frustrating watching them drive the industry into the ground and to view gamers like, oh, these are idiots. We could do whatever we want. And so over the past few months, I've been plotting out a map on how I can take a role in the industry where I can also present, I can also...
That would be amazing. Nameless Tuna says he's trying to become the next WWE champion and he wants to cut a good promo. This would be amazing. You know how they have AI that if you have two pictures together, it'll make those two pictures do what you want them to do? I think it'd be amazing if, like, during this promo, at the end of the video, the AI made Smash and Sungrand wrestle. I think that would be sick. We need to make that happen somehow.
Speak so that Kim Belair and other people who have intentions of terrorizing developers and threatening them, if you don't force diversity in, this bad thing will happen to you. I do not feel that is the right approach for anything.
I think Smash JT's finishing move would be the frog splash, because I've seen how he jumps in the pool. He really doesn't get a lot of air right now, but maybe if he was a wrestler, he would get a lot of air. I think frog splash would be pretty good. Call it the smash splash. The smash splash. That would be amazing. What? That would be amazing. The smash splash. And then fucking on the ring side, you could have JR be like, oh, Smash JT just did the smash splash. What a slobber knocker. You know, something like that. That'll be amazing.
And so my long-term goal has been to position myself to where I can take speeches and do presentations in the industry so that developers and publishers have another voice to listen to. So it's not just Kim Belair. So it's not just, and I can't remember the other people's name, but there was a lady who said she's never even made a game before, and she's, laughing about it, going, haha, but now I get to tell developers what to do. I've never even made a game before.
Oh, apparently Smash AT says that he blew his back out. Listen, I told you stop fucking the fat bitch on the side. You didn't want to listen, and now that's what you're getting. So you got to deal with the bad back.
That really frustrated me.
Mm-hmm.
And so, unfortunately, because of the videos that I have been doing here on YouTube, it is very clear that I have a bias. If you look up my name, if you look up Sungrand on the internet, it's clear I have a bias for a particular side of the conversation. And so the reason why I have taken the actions this month, which was basically I was purposefully making people angry at me. I was trying to get people to make angry content online so that when I put in a bid to do a speech, if they look online, they'll see, oh, wait, okay, so it's not just one side. This person isn't biased. It's people from all sides that are critical of this guy. If I didn't do what I did this month, then if I put in a bid to do a speech, I say, hey, I'd like to speak at your university. I'd like to speak at your event. They would look online. They would see, oh, well, Jarrell is sided with these people. These people are cheering for Jarrell, and he's only receiving criticism from one side of the conversation. He must be biased. He's not trustworthy. So that is why I have...
What? Wait. So is this about trying to get more opportunities by trying to seem to be neutral or something? I don't... does he try to do public speeches like at schools or something? I don't understand what's going on here. I'm so confused here. So this is just more about opportunities? So you tanked your reputation on YouTube and on social media in general just so that you can get more opportunities in real... how would you get more opportunities? By applying for certain things, and when people research you and they see that everybody hates you left and right, they're going to be like, yeah, we want that guy. We want the guy that the left and the right hates, because that's going to make sense, right? It's like that doesn't quite work out, right?
Taken... I hope you follow my logic here. Does that make sense?
I don't follow.
I'm trying. I'm tripping up a little bit because...
let me know what doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah,
All of it doesn't make sense, man. All of it doesn't make sense, bro. And I think he knows that.
I'll let you speak. I didn't want to try to interrupt you, but
yeah.
Do you feel like that is the best approach, though? Because it's not being true to yourself if you're manipulating a situation in order to get somewhere, to try to... Like, it's like a 4D chess move that people keep saying, like, oh, he's one step ahead of the game with what he's doing here, instead of just being, hey, this is who I side with, and this is transparently why I feel this way. And if this school or organization or wherever that would be giving you the speech would say, no, we don't see the other side of the story from you, so we don't want you, then that's on them. Why do you need to bend the knee and say, hey, I actually went against the grain against these people. I'm one of you guys. You put a fake nose ring in and you say, hey, I can actually hang out, and then kind of go through there, almost like a Trojan horse type thing, which is what I'm hearing from you. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that is an excellent question. I'm glad you asked that. And I wish things work that way. I wish things could be black and white. Things can be simple, but I have been in industry situations where that's just not how it works. I wish it could be like that. But working at industry level it's cutthroat, it is ruthless, and it's brutal. And that's why I stepped away from it, because I don't like having to be in that environment where you don't just get to be 100% honest and transparent. But working at industry level, there are moments where you will have to do things that this isn't how I would like to do it. This is why I want to separate my industry work from my YouTube channel, that I just want to make cool, fun stuff for people. And I'm sure you've noticed, and many other people notice, I'm someone different in my speech videos. Mm-hmm. That's not the same person that you see unboxing, stupid products and having a laugh and making jokes. Because when I do my industry work, I'm not the same person. I'm someone that's ruthless, and I don't like having to be ruthless. I don't like having to maneuver. But you have to understand that when you work in the industry,
Bro, Smash is over here on the left. Like, I can only listen to so much bullshit before even I gotta stop being nice. Smash was trying to be nice in the beginning, but now he's got the okay. So you know what he's got? He's got the face of like a disappointed father when your son walks up to you and says, "Dad, I totally didn't steal that thing you thought I stole from you," and you already caught him on camera, and you're just waiting for him to tell the truth. But your son is sitting there, and you're just like listening to his lie. Like you're listening to his lie, like, bro, I already got you, but you don't want to say that. That's kind of like what's happening here. Like he's listening to this, he's like, bro, just fucking tell me just tell the truth, you know? What's this? This like mumbo jumbo fucking all over the place.
Either do what needs to be done or someone will cut your throat and stab your back and they'll do the work. And that's my priority.
I understand that. I've worked in the industry myself, and I understand it's a very dog-eat-dog world. I mean, my level of experience is not developer level, but it's QA, game master style, and recruiting. So I've worked with developers, and I've had developers hired back in the day. So I understand how the game works, and I understand the industry a lot better than a lot of people think I do. So it's not lost on me when you say that.
Don't worry. We're only going to react to about another 10, 15 minutes of this because we got to do the waifu battle. No worries.
So you get it.
But one of the questions while you're here, I wanted to make sure
did you do this for an hour and 11 minutes, Smash? Holy shit.
I asked because I think what is confusing a lot of people about your approach right now is I was being like, what the hell do you want? Like, what is your end goal? I think that's what's confusing people. Because
that's a great straightforward question. What the fuck do you want, bro? Like, what do you want?
I want to have fun in games. I want this. I want that. But by almost, I don't want to say stabbing your own audience in the back by doing that or telling people to unsubscribe if they're negative.
Yeah.
What are you gaining out of this? What is your end goal from all of this?
So that was a determination I made because it would, if you take a look at the language that I use for those statements, they were the most vague, niche statements that I could come up with.
They definitely were vague.
I don't want to force people to unsubscribe, but I had to have a cover. And I'm revealing the cover now, so I'm sabotaging things a little bit. Well, actually a lot. Because I can't just say what my plan is, and I can't just say, I need people to attack me from all sides so it looks even and fair. If I say that, that ruins my whole goal. Do you understand?
Yeah, dude, that's a good point. So by you coming on right now and saying all this, doesn't this kind of defeat the whole purpose of whatever approach you were doing then?
Is anybody believing this, bro? There's no way. I wish I could see the live chat. I wish I could see the live chat because I would love to see what people's reactions were to this. It's like, what the there's no way, bro.
I did, and the reason I chose you is because I've been listening to you, I've been listening to other people, and this goes back to...
Smash AT says, wait till you get to the part where he cries. He cries? Bro, is this guy using this as, like, for his resume for what, like improv acting or something?
My ruthlessness when I'm doing industry work. I regard the videos that I did where I was addressing industry topics, I'm a different person. I'm really mean and I'm ruthless in those, and I don't like that. That's why I keep telling I don't like doing those. I don't like the speech videos. And when I am in that mindset, when I'm doing industry work, I do not consider people's feelings because you can't. If you consider people's feelings, you will be beat to the punch. You will be beaten by the other people working around you. And it is like you said, it's dog eat dog. So when I'm doing industry work, I route a path to my goal, and I take whatever steps necessary to achieve that goal, no matter what it takes. And I had not considered the feelings of the community in this situation. And I realize now that was a mistake, and I should have spent more time considering how other people would feel. And that's something that I need to improve. If I'm going to keep working at industry level, I need to be able to introduce into my thought process. Okay,
Bro, this is why I didn't cover this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I appreciate that you guys kept sending me this stream to react to it. I appreciate that you wanted me to talk about it and whatnot. But this is why this is why I don't like. I told you I'm so fucking done, bro. Because this shit makes zero sense. I am hearing words and nothing is registering. Nothing is registering whatsoever with me. Like, it's just it's in one, like, what the fuck are we listening to? What the fuck are we listening to?
Okay, how am I going to negatively affect people? How are people going to feel about that? It's never been a part of my professional workflow before, and I see now that it's something I need to work on.
I think this is actually really, I know there might be some people in the chat that disagree with me, but this is a really good first step to rebuilding your brand. Because just from my unprofessional opinion, watching what transpired, and being someone that for a long time was a very strong supporter of yours, seeing what I could only call a self-sabotage, I'm like, what is he doing over there? What the hell is happening right now? And the this might come off as harsh, but I'm just going to say it anyways. But blaming your audience for your own transgressions, for your own direction, is not a great direction to ever go. And I would say, like, you need to just make the videos that you want to make. Never blame your audience for not understanding. Don't take it out on them. Don't take out your frustrations on them. People will disagree, because trust me, if you've been following me for a long time, which you said you were, you might be familiar with the Amico stuff, which we talked about. So you familiar with?
I did actually watch you through the Amico thing, and I'd forgotten all about it. That's so cool.
I mean, it's one of those, this too shall pass if you stick with it. But it only will pass if you handle it appropriately. And that,
I feel like I'm getting talked to by my dad. This is Dad JT talking right now. He's like, son, this too shall pass, and you will be the king of this kingdom. That's what I feel is happening right now. Dad JT is talking.
That is taking accountability and letting people, like, you need to, like, not just come on this and tell people this here, but my humble opinion, what I would do, someone who's been through this shit before would say, make a video, not like oh, I'm sorry guys, but a video of just transparent honesty of, this is what I was trying to do. It was, I look back in hindsight, that
this is like Smash JT going up to his kid to be like, son, I understand. I get it. Your friends found out that you fucked a fat bitch, but this too shall pass, and you shall live to goon another day. It's okay, son. It all gets better. Wait, you said to go to 17 minutes? Okay, 17 minutes. Let's go right here. Here we go.
Achieve with those. And that's why I wanted better positioning. And if I kept making those videos, it would become more and more clear what my bias is. I would look less neutral, and I would not have good positioning in the industry at that point, if you catch my drift.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Another point that was kind of a sticking point with me that I wanted to make sure I brought up here tonight, because it would be remiss for me to ignore some obvious.
Does he bring up the cancer?
And oh, by the way, I'm sure you've seen the videos being made about you, not just from me, but from other people as well.
I haven't seen a single one.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't watch videos about me, and I'm really busy with life stuff. So
that's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
I don't think that's true, but whatever.
I don't expect everyone to watch everything. That's fine. Yeah. Then I will let you know the general sentiment of the community right now is fairly frustrated. There is a general sentiment of distrust with you, especially when it comes to talking about, and this is going to be harsh, but I'm just going to say it because I'm sure people are curious to hear what you have to say about it.
Yeah.
Dealing with the passing of friends, And the we'll just say often referencing, whether it be cancer or old age or whatever miscellaneous event, where the passing of someone, and people will see that, and if it's a one-time thing, they might be like, all right, cool, I get it, I understand, we're all human. But there have been videos showing you saying this about multiple different people throughout the years in videos, almost as a way to emotionally manipulate them. What would you say to that?
I'm personally hurt that people would think that. And I don't think I've ever felt personally hurt on YouTube before, but that is something. Oh shit. Sorry. Oh shit. I discussed.
They ain't no fucking way, bro. They ain't no way, bro. There's no way, bro. Smash, why'd you do this shit? Why did you, bro? Look at the pause. Look at the pause on Smash JT's face. Look at this. Look at this pause. This pause is exactly how my face looked once he did that. Oh shit. Oh my god, bro. What is going on here?
These topics because I read the comments and there are people that have to deal with this and they've never dealt with it before. And I discuss it because people told me that when I talk about it, it helped them. It helped them.
Smash his face. Smash his face. You know what this says? This says, I fucked up. I fucked up. Well, like, what? He's probably thinking to himself, he's like, well, why did I go do that now? Why did I go do that now? Stupid. Why did I do that? I could have just kept the conversation about gooning, but instead I made it about cancer. God damn it. Now I triggered the inner monologue.
Make their way through it. It helped them understand the situation. And the message that I'm trying to get out there is don't be afraid. Try to be strong for the people who are suffering. That has been my message. And I am personally hurt that people say that I'm using that to manipulate, because I create those videos to support other people and to help them, because not everyone is already at a point where they've dealt with watching someone that you love and you care about, someone you grew up with. You watch them waste away into nothing and they no longer get to be the person that they used to be. And you have nothing you can do but watch them suffer. There's nothing you can do. And I've been trying to find a way to help in some way, to help my family.
Bro, this is exactly how I look right now. You can't see me, but this is literally how I look right now. Just stone-faced right now.
My friends. And I think if I can find an answer, I want to be able to share that. And that's why I've made videos. And people have told me that they appreciate those videos. So that's why I've mentioned it a number of times. And I have had a tough time dealing with a number of people, and it's coming one after the other, because a number of my friends are older. They're people that I look up to, people who taught me and mentored me. And it just sucks that it all kind of happens all at the same time, you know? And their deaths, I want to show people that when someone dies like that, you don't have to let it make you worse. You don't have to let it make you angry or bitter. You let it make you into a more understanding and a compassionate person who's more willing to listen to the struggles of other people despite them being totally different from you. And that was the point of discussing those videos. So
yeah, to be honest, guys, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. This is this went exactly how I thought it was going to go, and there is another 40-50 minutes of this. Like, wait, what did you fill the 50 minutes of with? Hold on.
To try and be famous so that I can sell my games better.
Do you want to prioritize yourself as a developer or as a speaker in the industry then?
That's what I've been grappling with over the past few months. And it's because my favorite thing is making games. That's what I really want.
We got True North says, but everything we say as criticism against you, you think of as purely.
Oh my God, Smash took comments. Oh, I can only imagine how that went. All right, I'm done, guys. I need to be playing Expedition 33. We got a waifu battle we got to do, and with all due respect, Smash, that's great that you stuck this out for an hour and 11 minutes. But needless to say, I think I would rather masturbate with sandpaper or probably just jump over a flight of stairs and see how far I can roll down with keeping my neck intact. One of those two sound much more appealing. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm gonna just skip over to the live screen, and we're gonna catch up on super chats, and we're going to go do the waifu battle because that also sounds more interesting right now. But I will do the YouTuber thing, and I will link this video in the chat. So if you want to check this out, you are more than welcome to. You already know who that is. I don't need to tell you who it is, but it is Smash JT.